Teacher Talking Sports, what it does, what it do, how we living. It was about a week and a half ago where I did a video on the top 5 upcoming free agent wide receivers. We're taking a look into the future. So today, I'm going to take a look at the top 5 running backs, at least in my eyes. Of course, we know the running back position has been considered to be undervalued. Guys aren't getting those long-term contracts, and as a matter of fact, 3 of the guys on here received a franchise tag for this season. I'll name some other notable guys. It's definitely more star-studded than last season's free agent class, where I believe Miles Sanders got the biggest deal, 4 years, around $25 million, and now Miles Sanders is behind Chuba Hubbard. But I feel like some of these guys have underperformed a bit in 2023. We'll see what it does for their value, but let's get into it. I'll name them in descending order, and again, name a few other notable guys at the end. So 5th, we're going to go with DeAndre Swift, and age listed is the age they'll be when next season begins. Swift has stayed healthy this season. He's missed, a few games here and there each of his first 3 seasons. 822 yards in 13 games. Also added 36 reception, averaging 4.6 yards per carry this season, which is also what he has averaged over his 4-year career. 4th, we're going to go with Derrick Henry. I believe there's some people who may think Derrick Henry maybe not washed, but won't be able to be that superstar running back anymore. I'm not sure he will either, but I still think he could be a bell cow back who could get you some big games here and there. He has 884 yards this season, although on a career low, 3.8 yards per carry. This season he has gotten double-digit rushing touchdowns, 10 for the 6th straight season. Of course, he ran for over 2,000 yards just 3 seasons ago in 2020. 3rd, we're going to go with Tony Pollard of the Cowboys. Received the franchise tag this year. Finally becoming that number 1 back now that Ezekiel Elliott's on the Patriots. He is averaging just 4.1 yards per carry, and that's after averaging at least 5.2 in 3 of his first 4 seasons. 5 rushing touchdowns on the year, needs 152 rushing yards over the last 3 games to get his 2nd straight 1,000-yard season. Also has 51 catches, although just 5.7 yards per catch after averaging 9.5 last year. 2nd, Josh Jacobs, the Raiders. Jacobs was fabulous last year. First team All-Pro, led the league in rushing yards with 1,653 while adding 53 catches. This season, definitely not as successful. His yards per carry has dropped almost 1.5 per carry. Needs 195 yards over the next 3 games, and he missed the last game to have his 4th 1,000-yard season in 5 years. 37 catches, 6 touchdowns this year after 12 last year. And first, Saquon Barkley of the New York Giants. Saquon Barkley's problem is he hasn't really been able to stay healthy other than his rookie season and last year. He's missed 3 games this season. 797 rushing yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Does have 4 receiving touchdowns, 4.1 yards per carry. That's below his career average of 4.4. Also has 2 pretty big fumbles, although that has not been a problem at all in his career. So those are my top 5 upcoming free agent running backs. My biggest omission, my toughest omission was Austin Ekeler. Austin Ekeler has just been a major disappointment this season. Maybe you think he bounces back, and I definitely would understand if you include him in your top 5 over maybe Swift or Henry. But other guys include Gus Edwards, Devin Singletary, Deonta Foreman, J.K. Dobbins, Zach Moss, A.J. Dillon, and Ezekiel Elliott. So the first 3 guys, Barkley, Jacobs, and Pollard, are playing on the franchise tag. I believe if their teams were to franchise tag them again, they would be making $12.1 million next season. So what are your thoughts? Would you want your favorite team to sign any of these guys? Do you expect them to get long-term deals for, let's say $11, $12 million a year? We know that running back has been undervalued. Other than Christian McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor finally got paid as well. But as I mentioned, the first three guys I listed on here were unable to secure that long-term deal from their teams, and we'll be hoping to do so this upcoming off season. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.